Lopez.
And the guy who's the first time ever, he's already making me laugh already. And I met him for the first time, and this is the one and only legendary Trini Lopez. Trini, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Jeff.
And Trini Lopez, this is your first show here at the Mickey Sonardi Show, and what do you think of it?
Oh, it's great. It's a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying running into so many of my old-time friends.
Yeah. And there's a lot of them here.
Oh, yeah, the place is full.
Yep. And, you know, I brought in 2 record albums, and I knew that Trini was here, and this record store was going out of business. I said, hey, I found 2 albums in good condition, according to Trini, too, and this is one of the recordings that he did, and he signed it for me, and it's a beautiful Trini Lopez live, and a basic.
Yeah, New York.
Beautiful, beautiful. Trini, now we told me off camera that you're originally from Texas and I'm from Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
Did you always want to be in show business? How did that come about? Music first, right?
Well, my father was a singer. My father was an actor, a musician, and a dancer.
Wow.
So because of my dad, I got into singing.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
At an early age.
Very young. I was about, well, let me tell you how young I was. My guitar was bigger than I was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's...
Now, I mean, how long did it take you to play the guitar as well as you do?
Well, it took me a while because the guitar is a very difficult instrument to play.
It is.
Very difficult. Everybody thinks looks easy, but it is not. It's not an easy instrument to learn.
I believe you.
Yeah, you have to really be dedicated.
Because I picked it up and I can't make heads or tails out of it.
Oh, yeah.
But you were dedicated as a young man.
Yes, sir. I fell in love with playing the guitar when I was 8 or 9, and then I just stayed with it. I stayed with it. And because of my father wanting me to learn something constructive, because of my dad, I got going with my career.
Wow. And what a career it was, too.
Thank you.
And you started out. Now, what is your, you had a lot of big major hits. Were you also the writer of some of your songs?
Some of them, I have the adaptation for La Bamba, BMI, the broadcasting music company out of New York. That's one of the biggest publishing and copyright offices in the world. They gave me the rights to La Bamba because of the adaptation that I had for La Bamba when I wrote it.
Wow.
And then I wrote a song called I'm Coming Home Cindy, which was another big hit. And I have 3 or 4 other ones that were big hits for me. But the biggest ones were, besides La Bamba, I had Lemon Tree.
I love that one.
Very big.
Yeah.
And If I Had a Hammer.
Yep, that was another good one, too.
And Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yeah, I like Lemon Tree. That was a great one.
Yeah.
It was, you know, we wanted to tap your feet with that one.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you were really, really popular in the 1960s, when did you leave Texas and come to L.A. for the first time?
I came to Hollywood in 1960 to join Buddy Holly's group called the Crickets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We all know what happened there.
Yes, sir. And Buddy was my friend, and I met him in Wichita Falls, Texas, a little town outside of Dallas. I was born and raised in Dallas.
Yeah.
But I was working in this little nightclub in Wichita Falls.
Right.
And Buddy saw me, and he liked me a lot. And he said, Trini, I said, would you like to meet my record producer? And I said, yeah, sure. He said, okay. He said, well, can you come to Clovis, New Mexico? And I would like to have him meet you. Maybe you guys can get a deal, and maybe you can start recording. I said, oh, buddy, that would be great. He took a liking to me. So I packed up my station wagon with my 5 guys in my band, and I was the 6th guy in the group. I was the leader and all that, and the lead singer and all. And I came to Clovis. Unfortunately, you and I were talking before we went on the air.
Yeah.
We were talking about how prejudiced it has been for a long time in Texas and that part of the world.
Goodness, I never dreamed of that.
Part of the world. And that's how it was for me. So I was having a kind of a hard time being a Latino in Texas. And so my guys in my band were all Anglo. They were all white guys. And they got jealous because Buddy Holly now likes me, and he wanted me to meet his hotshot record producer. And so you know what they did? They conspirated against me and said, Trini, I think what we're going to do now, let's not call it the Trini Lopez and his combo anymore, and you're not going to be the lead singer anymore, and you're not going to be the manager anymore. We're all going to go commune. We're all going to go commune. And I said, what does it mean? I didn't know This is 1959.
Right.
And I said, what does it mean, commune? And they said, that means community property. That means all of us are going to share everything, and we're all going to sing. I said, wait a minute, you guys don't know how to sing. I knew they didn't know how to sing. They were musicians. They weren't singers. They said, well, we're all going to sing.
Jealousy has an ugly head, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So what happened was I had to bear the situation there, and I took them all back to Texas because we drove to New Mexico, and I started a whole new band. In the interim, Buddy Holly gets killed with the Big Bopper and, all of that. And so now, about 6 months later, I get a phone call. I'm working in Lubbock, Texas, Buddy Holly's hometown.
That's right.
Ironically enough.
Right.
And I get a phone call from the Crickets. And they said, Mr. Lopez, they said, when you were in Clovis with the guys, your band, you sang one night at one of the parties, and we liked you a lot, so we'd like for you to come over and take over Buddy's place.
Wow.
So that's why I came to Hollywood.